know. We're not airing that. I don't know if WTAM is airing it. I
I'm
don't
sure
know.
they are.
You think so? I mean, they air
Probably,
all
right?
of them, I
Yeah.
guess. You're going to cut into the Bill Wills experience for the Cavaliers?
I think it's contractually obligated.
All I'm saying is,
I mean, I love Bill Wills too.
if
but
I'm Bill
he
Wills,
gets a morning off. I think he's fine with that.
yeah, I guess so. But he's a hard-working man. Anyway,
Yes, hardest working man.
117 to 115. Then, of course, they destroyed the Wizards again on Friday. So the Wizards can't get anything going. So Cavs Nets on Thursday morning in France, and then back here at home to play the Chicago Bulls on Monday for MLK Day. And Ring is your promo code at CLE Clothing Company. Want to get some appropriate gear all through the month of January? You'll get 20% off whatever you buy when you use there's that fly. When you use the word ring.
Get him.
Yeah.
You want to hear about a weird interaction I just had in the bathroom?
I sure do. Oh, I love weird bathroom interactions. Those are 3 of my favorite words in sequence in the English language.
So I walk into the bathroom. There is a very, very pregnant woman, like visibly 10 months pregnant. And I said, "Oh my God, congratulations. What are you doing here? Like you look like you're ready to have that baby." And she's like, "Oh, today's my last day. Like I'm just here to do an interview with Angela Yee. I'm just, this, that, the other." I was like, "Oh my God." Well, she's telling me about her due date and we're talking about the baby. And then she introduces herself to me and she looks flawless, by the way. Everyone I'm meeting here looks absolutely incredible. And even 10 months pregnant. And she's, telling me what she's doing in the building and how she's this new producer for this TV show and they're doing this big exclusive. And then she kind of started to ask me what I did and what my role is here. And I felt like I was kind of having like an interview in the bathroom, like this lady. But she like kind of, maybe I'm being self-conscious, but she looked so good and so put together, even at as pregnant as she was, that I felt like she kind of gave me a look. And I'm wearing like a hoodie and jeans and snow boots. And I was like, damn, if she was even thinking about maybe doing any kind of anything with TV, she just looked at me and was like, "Okay, enjoy your day, peasant." Like it was.
Yeah, but everybody's on camera now, even on the radio. So
yeah, but she was like nice, but there was a moment where the light left her eyes when I explained to her. I was like, "Oh, I do radio. I'm just right around the corner." Da da da. And she kind of like looked at me like, "Enjoy your little coffin box where no one has to see you. I work in TV."
Who was she?
Oh man, I didn't catch her exact job title, but she said she was a producer for a new TV show on BET.
See. Well, she's behind the scenes anyway then.
But she looked amazing.
Yeah, well, she's probably trying to get noticed by somebody.
But,
It's like, why am I wasting?
producing a
Why am I
show and-
wasting all this behind
She's
the?
producing a show and doing an interview here today.
Yeah, because they couldn't get the star of the show to do it.
I don't know. But-
People hit me up all the time. Hey, you want to talk to somebody? No, I don't. I want to talk to the people who are on camera. I mean, God bless her. That's smart.
It made me feel like I wanted to set all my clothes on fire.
Yes.
And buy a brand new wardrobe.
It's like going to the grocery store in sweatpants. This is what I'm talking about.
But I'm not like in sweatpants. It's
I know
cold
you're.
outside.
I know
And then
you're
jeans
not.
and a hoodie.
I understand. So what was she wearing? You said so from the neck up. You said flawless. But what was she wearing?
No, so she's very, very pregnant, but she still had on she had on sneakers, so expensive shoes.
Yep.
She had on leggings, and then she was layered, but it was very put together layered. So she had on like a nice top and like a little vest and a scarf, and her hair was done, and her makeup was done.
How old did she look?
She's probably my age. I'd say mid-30s.
Okay.
I'm interested when this interview comes out because I listened to Angela Yee's show, so I will give you updates once her interview airs because I don't know who this is.
I don't remember. She didn't say the title of the TV show.
But you didn't get her name.
I did. I don't remember it,
Oh.
which is probably a bigger problem.
You were
than
so
my hoodie.
blinded by her. Yeah.
But she's not the first person that I've ran into that like everyone here looks so put together. Like each outfit.
Yeah, it's
feels
New York,
like
baby.
Yeah, but that's kind of annoying.
Why? You got to step up.
I want to wear my hoodies.
You can wear whatever you want. I'm just saying, it's better to look good than to feel good. What do you think I've been talking about all this time?
Well, no, and I've agreed with you halfway on that, but
now you're 100%.
Both the morning shows are back this week, so there's a lot more people in the building when I got here around like 12. So what I do, I come in, I put my lunch away, and I do a lap because I've met 3 of the other afternoon girls, and so I'll like stop in, like, "Hey, how's your weekend?" and like wave to them or whatever if they're on air. And I'll do a lap just to see if anybody's around. And this morning, there were people in both Elvis Duran and the Breakfast Club studios. But I didn't recognize any of them. But I still give like a friendly wave or whatever. And I was like, man, this friendly wave would probably go further if I wasn't just wearing a hoodie. Am I just being self-conscious?
No.
You're being
I
the
don't
right amount of
think so.
conscious. You're in New York.
That's what I mean. It feels like I need all new clothes.
Well, you've got nice clothes, don't you? I mean, you don't have to wear a gown to work. But...
No, but right now I'm living out of. I just packed enough stuff for 3 weeks.
Well, you
I didn't
need
bring
less
my whole
clothes.
wardrobe
You
with
gotta slut
me.
it up.
Oh, but then it's cold outside, dude. You're walking in 30-degree weather.
It's fabulous. Think how much you'll stand out. They're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe she's wearing that. She must really want to make an impression on us. She's freezing, but she looks fabulous. Her headlights are on, walking into work, and no one's even going to see her. She really cares.
And no one's going to see her.
That bitch is doing too much.
It doesn't matter. There is no such thing as doing too much in New York. Everyone's going to be trying to do more than you. So they're like, damn it, now I got to wear less. And pretty soon
I was
everyone's...
like, do I need like a look? Should I like have a look where like my look is like I'm the black jeans and jacket girl or something?
You need a big
I
bow.
don't know.
You need to wear a big bow.
Like
on your
Sia?
head.
Giant,
Listen to him.
oversized.
Oh, that's the Afternoon Girl. That broadcast from New York to Cleveland. Like, what?
I'll say. I'm just like, yeah, I'm just over here in the building. I'm in one of the little tiny production studios with no windows. But yeah, it wasn't like a strange interaction, but it was an interaction that made me feel very self-conscious.
Huh. So who's in there when you're in? Like, is Maria Melito in there when you're there?
Is she I'd met an afternoon woman named Maria. I didn't ask for her last name.
At Q104? I think that's one of ours.
Maria, what's her last name?
Maria Melito.
Molito.
Milito, I think. She's been there for 100 years.
She's
the classic rock station.
Yes, yeah. She's a friend of mine.
She's
Well,
a
a new
friend of
friend.
mine.
Yes. We said
Yeah.
hi, and we shook hands, and I
Yeah,
popped
there you
in
go.
today,
She's
and I was
nice.
like, hey, how's your weekend? And she was like, it was great. How was yours? We exchanged pleasantries.
Hey, there you go. Sometimes
Maria
that's
and
all you
I.
can exchange is
Yeah.
pleasantries.
There's her. There's another girl named Wendy, who
Okay.
is on one of the stations, and then there's another girl named Ellen. Those are my three. Their studios are boom, boom, boom.
Is it Wendy
So-
Wild? Is that like her radio
She's
name?
Wendy Wild is at KTU.
Oh, okay. Then
I don't
KTU's in New York. Yeah,
That's our station.
yeah. That's
She's like
probably-
a younger, cute girl. Wendy is.
I think that's her.
Oh, there you go.
Should I be asking for people's last names? That sounds weird. If they introduce themselves to me and they're like, hey, I'm Maria, I'm not going to be like, Maria what?
Maria what?
You know what? Doesn't that feel weird?
Well, no, because you could you don't have to know their last name.
Have you gotten?
By the way,
any-
you could just Google her name and the radio station. I
true.
assume they have like signs like we do on the door, on the
Yeah.
studio door.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So you see the station logo. She's at the classic rock station. And so then you'd know who she was.
Yeah.
But I don't think you need to know people. Who cares if you know people's last names?
Has
Yeah,
anyone
we
been?
You're not going to be
Explain-
mailing them letters.
No, but like I said, we exchange
pleasantries.
like, office pleasantries. How was your weekend? Whatever,
No.
whatever. But what, Cody?
Has anyone been standoffish to you, or like in the building, other than your interaction in the bathroom?
Well, no, that wasn't even standoffish. It was just kind of, I think I was just being overly
felt
self-conscious
self-conscious.
because she looked so good. And then I find out she's like a TV producer. And I'm like, oh, man, they're probably looking for a look. And if you have it, you have it. You don't, you know, kind of thing.
But what if
no.
you had been all gussied up and she was like, God, I'm really looking for somebody with an earthy vibe.
See, that's
really,
what I mean.
really am looking for a young woman that looks like she could pass for a construction worker.
Like this,
That's
you know,
what I need that look.
a single mom of 4 who's just really tired. Like, that's kind of what I'm going for.
Well, let me
here.
put your mind at ease. If she's a producer for a TV show on BET,
Probably not looking for
you're
me.
probably not on her radar in the first place. Yeah.
She's
Probably
very
not looking
sweet,
at
though.
you.
But no, Cody, nobody's like cold shouldered me or been like, I haven't met like Charlemagne or Elvis Duran or anything like that.
How did
but
you meet
everybody's.
Josh? He was just. Did you beat on his door?
So
or something?
Josh, the guy that Cody knows who's from Cleveland, you guys went to college together, right?
No, we did not go to college together.
How
No,
do
he
you
used
know
to
him?
he used to run the board for Elvis.
Yeah,
here.
Oh, okay, but he did it from Cleveland.
Oak Tree.
Oak Tree.
Yeah.
Okay. So Josh works for Elvis Duran. He's 2 doors down from me.
That's
like
so
in our
funny.
little studios. So I like walked past and I saw a guy who like a white bearded dude and I was like, "Is your name Josh by chance?" And he goes, "No, that's him." And he like pointed to the next studio over. And I did. I just knocked on the door and was like introduced myself and I was like, "Hey Josh, I'm Mary. You know, we have a lot of friends in common." And I told him about you. I was like, "Oh, Cody said hi and blah blah blah." So he and I also met today.
And how did he react when you mentioned Poundcake?
He was happy. He was like, "Oh, I love Cody," you know. So we talked. I have on underneath my hoodie, I have on a Grumpy's Cafe T-shirt from Tremont, and he goes, "Yeah, I saw your T-shirt earlier. I saw that you had a Tremont T-shirt, and I was wondering if you're from Cleveland." So
Because he's been there for a while now. I think I just remember.
13 years.
I remember
He said he
seeing
moved here
him
in
like right
2010.
when I first came to town, but not much longer after that. Yeah.
Yeah, he said he's been here. He said he moved in like 2010 or 2011, something like that.
Well, good for him.
But yeah, so that interaction made me feel like I need to buy brand new clothes and become New York mayor.
Well, but you are also living out of a suitcase at this moment. Like, it's not like you brought all your clothes.
No, I brought like
It's a
two pair of
transitional phase,
jeans
yeah.
and a couple shirts, you know?
All you need to do, Mary, is just walk down the New York City sidewalk really fast, swing bags around in a circle, and you'll be fine. Everyone's going to think that
In the
you
middle of
belong here.
Times Square.
Not even in the
Or
middle
just
of
be
Times Square.
yourself. That's
You didn't
what
bring any.
everybody
You didn't
wants.
bring any nice clothes.
I did, but I'm not going to wear them unless I have shows. Like I brought a pair, my favorite show boots to wear on stage are like the heeled leather combat boots that I have. And I brought a couple nice tops, but I'm like, if I don't have a show that night, I don't really feel like wasting that outfit and when I am in a room that no one sees me. But I feel like I need to change that
Well,
mindset.
apparently, a lot of people are seeing you.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
Nobody was here last week, and I've met like 9 people today.
oh, I see.
Like all the main shows are back this week instead of last week.
Right.
So now little old
Well, now you know.
Ohio me.
Now you know.
I don't know how to dress New York chic but warm.
It'll come with
Lots of
time.
scarves and hats, floppy hats and long coats and scarves.
Fleece lined
Yeah.
tights.
A lot of just dress like those pumpkin spice latte girls in Nashville.
You
that
need
are
a
always
hu-
on Instagram.
Yeah, you need a huge Kentucky Derby hat.
Not a
I
Kentucky
don't
Derby
think that's
hat.
gonna do it. I don't think that's it.
No, that ain't it.
And it takes up most of your body, the hat, and then you just wear like a itty bitty little top.
The problem is there's no place to go to try and figure out how to dress in a fashionable way. There's no resources for women whatsoever when it
There's
comes to
not.
that stuff.
There's no articles. There's no Instagram accounts to follow. There's nothing.
Nothing.
Maybe you
So
could
I'm
work for
asking you
Vogue.
3 men
Yeah.
Of course, we got a mansplain.
in Cleveland to tell me how to dress New York chic.
We
but
got a
also warm.
mansplain. You're OOTD.
Yeah, just a weird interaction, but that's
Well,
it.
maybe she'll
No, I don't-
maybe you'll run into her again and she'll be wearing sweatpants. Maybe she was just having a good pregnancy day today.
Well, and she's also interviewing Angela Yee, so she's done up to be like, hey, you know, she's got an
Oh,
important. job
she
to
was
do today.
interviewing. Oh, I thought she was being interviewed, and I was like,
No,
why?
they're
Oh,
here. Her
I
new
misunderstood.
TV show is here to interview Angela. So she's with BET. I don't know what her job. She said she's a
I see.
producer.
I see. Okay,
So
well that
she's
makes more sense.
here as part of like I'm representing BET.
Gotcha. Well, maybe in her office when she's not interviewing someone, she's dressed in, slacks,
Maybe.
regular clothes.
Mary, I'm going to tell you the hard truth right now.
Oh God.
And I think Alan kind of alluded to this, but BET's not the place for you. It's just not. It's I
don't
hate
know
that.
that.
I hate
not-
to
You
say
don't
it.
know that.
It's not
But-
bitch entertainment television. Oh, it's black. Oh, I thought
My
it
bad.
was bitch.
My bad.
Ouch.
Thanks, Cody.
Just kidding.
I was already feeling crappy about the way I look, and Cody.
You know, he can really take a moment,
can
can't he? And he can rise you up, hold you aloft like the Lion King.
Someone in the chat said Mary could play an overwhelmed mom in a cookie dough commercial. Screw you, man. That's too accurate. It hurts.
Hey, listen, they're suggesting you for on-camera roles. That's exciting.
But it's that's accurate.
Overwhelmed
It's
mom.
so-
I got like flour all
Yeah.
over the kitchen, and like my kids are running around screaming with just
and,
diapers
and
on.
then
or
they just show
something.
the Toll House bucket where you can just scoop it out and be like, this is so much easier.
Right.
Mhm.
My life as a busy mom, I don't have time to make things from scratch.
Some days, just get away from me.
and then they try your cookies and they go, oh my God, are these homemade? Sure.
Yeah.
Wink.
I go
Wink, yeah.
to move my like hair from my face with the back of my hand, but I leave flour behind. You know.
Mm-hmm.
The little kid in the diaper, he's leaving flower footprints down the hall.
Yeah.
You should make some sketches where you act out these different scenarios.
Draw my life,
Like-
Mary
like
Santora.
It is.
just to show your range.
Yeah. Well, no, that would be what I would typecast for, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I very clearly feel like I look like I just got here from Ohio and might have a few kids.
I mean, the first part's true.
Well, and you guys were like, "There's fat people in New York." I haven't seen any fat people here.
During
In the
the-
building,
Everyone
you're. But you do realize there
You saw that
are.
one in the bathroom.
There are pregnant, Bill. I mean, you do realize there are fat people everywhere.
Sure.
There
but
just are.
not Ohio fat.
What does that mean?
That I feel like everyone is
What is
overweight.
Ohio fat?
People
Pretty
here
fat.
are thinner. That's it.
They're
I feel
not.
Like yes,
I
you're not
promise
here.
you. I've been there numerous. I promise you.
From what
there are
I've
fat
seen-
people everywhere you go.
From what I've seen, everyone here seems to be smaller than in the Midwest. I feel like I can make that blanket statement.
They have
with
to
the
be
amount
more
of
active.
people walking and having to take trains and doing all that kind of stuff, walking to get groceries. There are not carfuls of obese people.
I'm
on the
sure
subway.
the longer. Well, first of all, you're not seeing the cars full of people.
I meant like a subway car. It's not like
Oh,
you walk on
yeah.
and everyone's fat.
Well,
the people she's interacting with, she's seeing thinner people than what she saw in Ohio.
I
the
feel like you have to be wealthy to be
the
fat.
longer
That's what I
you'll
was
be
saying.
there, wealthy to be fat.
Yeah, because you have to have a place
It's
to
like
live.
the olden days.
And then on top of that, you have to overeat.
I'm not joking.
Like during
You
the
have to
Renaissance,
overeat.
obesity was a sign of wealth.
Yes.
You got to be able to afford to overeat.
That's what I'm
afford
saying.
to overeat, afford to not have to walk places, like take Ubers or cars everywhere.
Yeah, you have to, it's way more expensive. So they're probably in a borough where they just don't leave. They've been in Queens for 32 years, and they've never.
That's where the fat people are.
They've never been.
Listen, there's
anywhere
definitely fat
else.
people that are just, but like they're on your commute and stuff like that. You are going to see probably people that are in better shape.
There's a bunch
Yeah.
of fat hoes in Jersey. Go to Jersey.
I don't need to go to Jersey.
Go up to Yonkers.
I'm right here.
Fat
right here.
hose. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess my point is just that Ohio fat is fat everywhere. There's fat people everywhere.
Yeah. But I wouldn't look at
But there's
myself
also
as
so many
fat.
more people too.
I wouldn't consider myself fat. I'm chubby, but here I feel fat.
So you're a Cleveland what and you're a New York what?
I would say I'm a Cleveland 7. I'm a New York 4 or 5.
Okay, you're
Nice.
halfway there then.
Yeah.
You don't have much work to do.
No. But maybe with a little effort, I can learn how to dress properly and accentuate my chubby. And maybe I'll be a New York 6 one day.
Accentuate your chubby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It can
Got
work
it.
for some people.
Accentuate the chubby.
Or lose
So
the chubby.
yeah,
Who
so
knows?
then I was going to
Yeah.
say, so at some point someone could be telling the same story that they met a pregnant woman in the bathroom, but that person would
No.
be you.
I don't carry my weight like that.
Oh.
I get thicker everywhere. It's distributed well. Distributed well. I feel like I'm having a stroke.
You might be.
Are you just
This has
really
really gotten
excited?
into your head. This whole
It did.
disparity,
I'm not even joking.
this
It
fashion
really has.
disparity.
Because I'm thinking about all the clothes that I have, and I'm like,
None
I
of
can
them
pull
compare.
off 2 or 3 outfits here, and that's it.
Mm.
But then also, comics don't have to look good. So many comics just go on stage with jeans and a t-shirt.
Right,
Mhm.
that's what I'm saying. Just be yourself.
Go thrifting
Don't
and-
worry about trying to fit in, or you don't need to be that.
Well, Mary,
Yeah.
Just worry about being funny and like don't worry so much about your clothes.
go thrifting in New York or like on the Upper East Side, because a lot of rich people just are like, "Ah, I just don't have the space for this anymore. Or, I'm moving to the suburbs, and they just drop off their furs and all their expensive stuff, and they give it to other rich people. So go to the
Cody
thrift
wants me
shop.
to dress like Cruella DeVille.
Hey, man, if you get a $5,000 fur for,
Yeah, okay.
$1,000.
I was going to say, Cody, what do you think that if they throw their clothes at a thrift store, what do you think that thrift store is selling it for? They're not selling it for $15. It's not like Goodwill in Parma Heights.
But it's not going to be the same, because I remember seeing that on like the Kardashians. It was like the Beverly Hills thrift store. It's like the best thrift store in the world, because there's a bunch of rich people just, we're giving to charity, and it's just like boots that are out of season. There was no out of season in my house. You wear the clothes that you have, it regardless of what season it is.
Every season is every season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And rich people, that's not the case. They're like, "Ugh, I'm not going to put this in storage. Like, what am I going to do with all my furs?" And they're like, well, just give them away. And these boots are like, give them away, Kimberly. Someone will wear those. Damn right, I'll wear those. And I don't even wear boots and furs.
Kimberly has the best taste in clothes, too.
I should call Kimberly.
You're smart to follow her. I'm going to break. I'll have another $1,000 for you on the way at 3:30. Be listening for your shot to grab some cash, courtesy of the Buzzard Bookie. If you want to go see the band Say Anything, they're on the 20th anniversary tour, It'll get them to the House of Blues in May, but I will have those tickets for you next.
It's the Alan Cox Show.
On our free iHeartRadio app and your favorite smart device. Just tell it to play the Alan Cox Show.
On iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio.
Alter Ego 2024.
Presented by Capital One. Happening this Saturday starting at 10 p.m.
At the Honda Center.
in Anaheim. Don't miss Fall Out Boy.
The 1975.